All right, today we're diving into what might be one of the coolest engineering showdowns I've ever seen. We're talking about a machine literally built in a workshop going head to head with a global sports legend.
So it all boils down to this one epic question. Can a robot actually beat a living legend? Can all that code, all those motors, and all that mechanical precision really top a lifetime of human training and pure athletic genius? Well, we're about to find out.
So, in one corner, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, the guy is arguably the best kicker in the world, a perfect example of biological perfection. And in the other corner, you have YouTuber and former NASA engineer Mark Rober, repping the world of engineering and pure, raw mechanical power. And that quote, "This is truly unbelievable." That's pretty much what everyone was saying watching this whole thing go down. And it just perfectly sums up the feeling, right? The awe, the sheer guts it took to even try this. Okay, first up, the impossible challenge. And look, to really get why this robot is so amazing, you have to understand the physics it's fighting against. I'm not kidding. This is a problem that pushes engineering to its absolute breaking point. 80 miles per hour. That's the speed we're talking about for a Ronaldo penalty kick. That's not just fast, that's literally highway speed. And it's coming at you from only 12 yards away. Just think about that for a second. And here's where it gets kind of insane. It's not just the speed, it's the time. The robot has a window of just 250 milliseconds to make the save. For perspective, that is literally faster than you can blink. In that tiny, tiny sliver of time, the machine has to spot the ball, calculate where it's going, and then physically move its arm to block it. No pressure, right? So you gotta be asking, why? Why even try something this crazy? Well, the origin of this whole thing, this audacious idea, is actually pretty personal. It all came from this one thought from Mark Rober. If I can't be the best player, I'll build the best goalie robot. See, he was actually trying to get better at soccer himself, but after a ton of training, he kind of hit a wall. So he did what any good engineer would do. He pivoted. He figured, hey, if I can't be the best, I'll just build the best. Okay, so how in the world do you actually build something to solve a problem like this? This is where we get into the really cool stuff, the technology behind this super goalie. The secret sauce is something called retroreflective tracking. It sounds complicated, but the idea is brilliant. They cover the ball in these special stickers that basically act like perfect mirrors for infrared light. Then you have 22, not one, but 22 high-speed cameras filming at 500 frames per second. All those cameras work together to track the ball's exact position in 3D space with mind-boggling precision. And get this, the whole process of seeing the future happens in just 6 milliseconds. In that tiny moment, the cameras spot the ball, a computer algorithm predicts its entire flight path, and it tells the robot arm exactly where to go. It's literally predicting the future. But, a perfect design on a computer screen is one thing. Making it actually work in the real world, that's a whole different beast. And let me tell you, the journey to get this thing working was filled with some pretty brutal, catastrophic failures. I mean, this testing phase was just a gauntlet of pain. They started with high school players, and one of them, Xenia, kicked the ball so hard it just snapped the robot's arm clean off. Then they brought in the big guns, like Destroying, who was just unleashing these 70-mile-per-hour rockets that kept destroying the machine. It got so bad that even Mark Rober himself got injured by a shot. So yeah, in the beginning, the robot's weaknesses were pretty obvious. Things were constantly breaking. The arm structure just couldn't handle the impact. It was way too weak. And the biggest problem of all, the goalie was just too slow. It couldn't get to the corners fast enough. So it was back to the drawing board. And this is where the genius comes back in. They beefed it up with carbon fiber foam to absorb the hits. They added these clever things called shear bolts, which are designed to be the first thing to break, kind of like a fuse in your house, to protect the really expensive parts. And then they went all out and installed some seriously overpowered 50-horsepower motors. So, did all that work pay off? Oh, yeah. The top speed of that robotic arm shot up to an incredible 41 miles per hour. That was it. That was the speed they needed to finally hit that 250 millisecond window and have a real chance. And with that, the machine was ready. It was battle-tested, it was stronger, it was faster than ever before. It was time. Time to pack it up, ship it all the way to Portugal, and face off against the legend himself.
But you knew it wouldn't be that easy, right? Of course, there was one last-minute disaster. On the day of the showdown, a forklift somewhere in the stadium was causing this weird vibration noise at exactly 1500 RPM, and it was totally messing with the camera sensors. They had to scramble like crazy to figure out where it was coming from and get it shut down like minutes before Ronaldo walked onto the field.
All right, this is it, the moment of truth. Ronaldo steps up to the ball. Shot number 1, goal! He absolutely rockets it past the machine. Shot number 2, goal again. He switched it up. But then, shot number 3, he kicks, and it's blocked. The robot actually blocked Cristiano Ronaldo. And you have to see Ronaldo's reaction here. It was incredible. He wasn't just trying to kick it harder. He instantly recognized this is a sensor ball, and you could see the gears turning. He started thinking like a strategist, trying to outsmart the machine, not just overpower it. But after a couple more shots and another incredible save by the robot, Ronaldo just laughs. He throws his hands up and says it. The robot is better than me. Can you imagine? That's the ultimate stamp of approval. The legend himself admitting that the machine, his opponent, was better. So what do we take away from all this? Because this whole thing is so much more than just a robot, right? It's more than just a cool video. It's really a lesson for anyone who wants to create something. I mean, this project is just a perfect example of what it means to be an engineer. It shows you how to take a problem that seems impossible, break it down into smaller pieces, design something, and then just test it over and over and over again. You learn from every single thing that breaks, and you just keep improving until you get it right. It's just a huge inspiration. So, watching this journey from a simple what-if idea all the way to a machine that can actually stop the best athlete on the planet, it really leaves you with one big question, doesn't it? If engineering can solve this impossible problem, what's next?